What if the sustainer of heavenly principles didn't trap the twins to punish them, but rather to save Teyvat itself? Today, we're diving deep into 5.7's lore revelations and the theory that the Traveler and their sibling were groomed to rewrite fate. Istaroth is the shade of time, one of the 4 shades said to have been created by the Primordial One. Revered as the Thousand Winds, her traces are scattered across Enkanomiya, Mondstadt, and Inazuma. Istaroth defied the rigid control of Celestia and sided with humanity. From the Time Tree in Enkanomiya to the secret rituals of the Asase Shrine, her hand can bend reality's flow. The Sustainer of Heavenly Principles, also known as the Unknown God, may be the Shade of Space. Her appearance in the game's opening cinematic shows her manipulating gravity and imprisoning the twins, confirming her control over dimensions. But is she truly an enemy? From scattered fragments across lorebooks and quests, a provocative idea forms. What if Istaroth and the Sustainer were once allies? In version 5.7's Archon Quest, we see something never before attempted. Time freezes mid-reunion between the Traveler and Direidyth, a tragic figure from a lost, splintered timeline. The Traveler's sibling calls this a mockery from Istaroth. Why? Because Istaroth forced this meeting. And this meeting made the sibling choose to abandon Khaenri'ah and seek the Traveler. A perfect paradox, one twin driven to rebellion, the other to memory. This proves that Istaroth doesn't just manipulate Teyvat's timeline. She bends the fabric of space and narrative to influence choices. So why did the Sustainer imprison the twins and then let them live? Let's follow the timeline. The twins arrive in Teyvat. They attempt to flee a burning world. The Sustainer stops them, separates them, and then disappears. One wakes up in Sumeru and journeys alongside Dainsleif, witnessing the fall of Khaenri'ah. The other awakens centuries later in Mondstadt. By chance or design, they fish Paimon from the water and begin their odyssey. We learn later that the Traveler is a descender, a being outside of Teyvat's laws, capable of changing fate. As the Traveler's character description says, the Keeper is fading away. The Creator has not yet come, but the world shall burn no more, for you shall ascend. In the Chinese version, this is more direct. The Sustainer is dying. Some believe the Creator is the Traveler. Others think it refers to an even higher being beyond the Sustainer, perhaps the Primordial One. But regardless, this line confirms the Sustainer is not the final authority, just the last line of defense. Skirk warns us something deeper than the abyss is eroding the universe. The all-devouring narwhal, a cosmic predator, tears at the borders of Teyvat's reality. Even the firmament, the sky, is a constructed shield, protecting us from what lies beyond. Fontaine's lore describes the concept of samsara cycles, cycles of destruction and rebirth. We are now in the final cycle. When it ends, so may Teyvat. So what if Sustainer isn't the villain? What if she's the dying gatekeeper holding back oblivion, looking for a successor? And now that the twins are here, she is using them to save Teyvat. Istaroth and Sustainer might have collaborated to trap the twins. One would walk through despair, the other through connection. One hardened by loss, the other grown through love and resistance. One twin hardened by ruin, walking through lands torn by divine war, the other softened by bonds, helping strangers, saving nations. Their journeys weren't just separate, they were opposites, engineered to forge the perfect balance between power and empathy. As Direidyth's meeting shows, these timelines intersect on purpose. They were not born of chance, they were designed. As descenders, the twins carry the potential to reshape Teyvat's fate, but only one can ascend. The Sustainer's fading powers, Istaroth's temporal meddling, and the carefully timed awakenings, they all point to one conclusion: we are being prepared. Prepared not to escape the cycle, but to become its next guardian. That frozen reunion between the twins is no longer just tragic, it's mythic. It's a moment shaped across dimensions to catalyze change. We're not just defying fate, we're living the final iteration of a story that may determine the survival of a world. And perhaps We were never meant to be heroes. We were meant to be sustainers. In the end, the sustainer may not be an antagonist. She may be a desperate guardian, reaching out through time and space for a successor, one who can carry the burden of Teyvat's dying skies. Maybe the sustainer's greatest act of defiance wasn't imprisoning the twins, but trusting them. If this theory gave you chills, drop a like and subscribe for more Genshin lore unraveling. And tell us, do you think the Traveler will become the final sustainer or something even more?